Okay, we have the third method of solving quadratic equations, and that is by completing the square. For this method, remember how to make a perfect square trinomial. How do we do that one? We get the numerical coefficient of the middle term, we divide it by 2, and then we square the result. And that is the last term. So in this example here, they are not perfect square trinomial. Why? Because if you take the square root of 15, it's not exact. Square root of 5, square root of 14, they are not perfect square. So we need to make them a perfect square trinomial. And we will use the concept of equation that whatever we add on the left, we will also add that one on the right side numbers of the equation. Whatever we do here, we also do that one on the other side, to all of them, to all the terms. So here we have x squared minus 2x minus 15. So by factoring, we will say that, oh teacher, let's do the factoring. Yes, but I'm showing you only the methods if that is by completing the square. So let us move the minus 15 to the other side, to the right. So this one will have x squared minus 2x. We'll just remove it, put the equals here, and then put the 15 on the other side. Okay, so you'll see that there's nothing here. I remove the minus 15 here and transpose that to the right, so we can make this one to a perfect square trinomial. And we know that for a perfect square trinomial, this is always plus, positive. So we are going to add something here to make this one a perfect square trinomial, but adding that number, we should also add that number on the other side to make the equation equal, or it will not change its value. So if we add something here, we will also add that something here also, so to make it balance. But what is the number that we are going to add here, so that this trinomial now is a perfect square trinomial? Right, to do that one, we'll get the numerical coefficient of the middle term x, which is 2. So, come to write here. Can I write here? Okay, here. So that one is 2. What are we going to do with the 2 here? We always divide it by 2. And then we raise the quotient to the second power. So this one is 2 divided by 2, it's 1, and then 1 raised to the second power is equal to 1. So here we are going to add a 1 here, and we will also add that 1 on the other side, okay, to make the equation equal. Our equation will not change its values, it will be the same or equal. So here we are not going to factor x squared minus 2x plus 1, and just put that one to square of binomial is squared here. What is the sign? It's negative here. Take the square root of x squared, square root of x squared, it's x. Square root of 1 is 1, because 1 times 1 is 1, equals here, and 15 plus 1 is 16. What's the next one? To remove the 2. To remove the 2 and place that one on the other side, we raise this to the 1/2 exponent. We raise also 16 to the 1/2 exponent. And 1/2, another form for exponent 1/2 is square root. So if you raise this one to the 1/2, 2 times 1/2 will become 1. So we have only x power, or we can just simply remove the parentheses here, is equal to, now this time 16 to the 1/2 is actually, now don't forget to write the plus and minus square root of 16 now on our side. So we'll just get the square root of 16, which is plus and minus. So we have x minus 1 is equal to plus and minus square root of 16, it's 4. Now we are not yet done. Can I write this one below so we can use this one? So we have x squared minus 5x. So we can erase that one so that we can have space to write. So here we solve for x. We transpose negative 1. Where do you want to put the 1? You can put the 1 before the plus and minus here, or you can put the plus 1 because this will become positive on our side after the 4. So maybe after the 4. 1. So we have x, we have plus and minus the 4 here, and the minus 1 will be plus, minus plus, we transpose. So plus 1. So there will be two values for x here. Okay, let's do first the plus. If you want, you can write positive 4 plus 1, and the other one is negative 4 plus 1. Or just simply cover the negative. So positive 4, positive 1. So your answer is 5, positive. Don't write it with the cross. And for the second one, you cover the plus, it's negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1, it's negative 3. So we have two solutions for this equation, and that is 5, negative 3. Okay. Okay, let's have number 2. So for number 2, again, we transpose 5 to the other side. We have x squared plus 6x. And then I'm going to leave some space for the number there. We have a negative 5 here. Okay. Now we are going to add something here. We will also add that one on the other side. Plus. Now get the numerical coefficient of the middle term, which is 6. We divide it by 2. And we raise this one to the second power. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and we square it. And then we have 3 times 3, it's 9. So 9 should be added here to make it a perfect square trinomial, but we should add also 9 on the other side. To factor this one is now a perfect square trinomial. So here we have this one, the square of binomial. On the other side, 9 minus 5 is 4. Now we factor this one. What's the sign? It's positive. So this one is positive. X squared, square root is x. Square root of 9 is 3. Okay. We remove the 2. So we have x plus 3. The other side will have a square root because it's raised to the 1/2 exponent. Square root of that 4. And then we have x plus 3, and then we take the square root of 4, which is 2 here. Okay. We transpose positive 3 here to the other side. It will become minus or negative. You can place the negative here before the plus and minus 2. We have negative 3 plus and minus 2. or the same solution as number 1, you can place the 3 after the 2 there. So if x is equal to, copy the plus and the minus and the 2 here, and that will be minus 3. Now, you can have that one like, if you are confused, you can write positive first 2 minus 3. And on the other side is equal to negative 2 minus 3. So you have what is your x here? Is 2 minus 3 is negative 1. And the x there is negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So we have 2 solutions for this equation, and that is negative 1 and negative 5. Okay, let's have the last example here. I'm going to erase this one, class. Okay. So this one is a little bit different because the middle term is not divisible by 2. It means not a whole number. So we have x squared minus 5x minus 14 is equal to 0. So erase this one out. So we transpose negative 14 to x squared minus 5x, and something to add here is equal to, it's positive 14 here on the other side, and we need something here also. Okay. So here we're going to get the 5. Okay. Maybe we can erase the other side also. So space to write our solution. So we get the 5 here. We divide it by 2, don't forget, and then we square it. But the problem is we cannot divide that one out. We can divide, it's 2.5, and then we square it, 2.5 times 2.5, we can add here. But let us make that one as fraction. So we just square the 5 times 5, 25, and then the 2 times 2 is 4. So we are going to add here 25 over 4. You are not afraid because this one is fraction. So we have this one also on the other side, 25 over 4. Okay, we have that 24. So here, let's factor this one. So if you are going to factor this one, it will give us square here, and that is minus, because the sign is minus. This one is x, a little bit here, and square root of 25, 5, square root of 4, oh, it's fraction, is equal to. Now we will make this one as fraction also. So we have so we have 4 here. You know how to add fractions. So 4 times 14, 4 times 4, 16, carry 1, it's 56. So 4, 16, carry 1, 56. Plus 4 over 4 is 1 times 25, it's 25. Okay. So we have here x minus 5 over 2 squared is equal to, we add now the numerator because we have the same denominators here, which is 4. So 56 plus 25, it's 81. Okay, it's 81 now. And then We transpose 2 to the other side, meaning we are going to raise this one to the 1/2 exponent. We raise also the other side to the 1/2 exponent. So this one is x minus 5 over 2 raised to the first. And this one will become plus and minus square root of 81 over 4. Take note of the square root. It is not only for 81 but the whole thing including the 4. So make it longer. Okay. Do not write that one like 81 over 4, which is wrong. Okay. If that one is included, make your line longer. So it should include the 4 also. Okay, we take the square root. Now let's have here x minus 5 over 2 is equal to plus and minus. We take the square root now because they are perfect square. 81. We have to put that bar here. Square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 4 is 2. Now we are ready now to transpose negative 5 over 2 to the right. So we have x is equal to, let's have the plus and minus here, 9 over 2, that is plus 5 over 2. Okay, they have the same denominator, so we can just add or subtract the numerator. So let's have the first one. We write the first one is equal to, write the 2 here. We'll combine. Let's have the positive first. We have 9 positive here plus 5 here. That's the first one. What's the second one? The second one is, copy this one, and you still have the 2 here. And the second one is negative. Okay, that's negative here. So you have the negative 9 here. This one's positive 9. The other one's negative 9 plus the 5 there. Okay, it's still 5. So here we just add 9 plus 5. If you want, just write again 14 over 2, and then 14 over 2, it is 7. For this one, okay, you don't want the shortcut. Negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. Right? Over 2, don't forget that you have still 2 there. So negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So we have 2 solutions for this equation, that is 7 and negative 2.